Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever race commentary here. We are in a DDG After Work lobby. Let me just explain that title for you. DDG is the Drivers, Drifters and Gifters community on Facebook, which is not only limited to Gran Turismo actually, but also on other popular racing games on PlayStation 3 and 4, like Project Cars and Drive Club. And After Works is a lobby organized by myself, which serves for people who've been working like all day and just want to chill out a bit. Here on Gran Turismo on the track, it's completely organized chaos. We are racing in a Nissan LMP2. There are actually no rules for this race in terms of cars, but everyone just picked a car where we are about evenly quick in. Like the guy on pole is driving a Mazda Vision GT, the guy behind me is in a Ferrari 430 Scuderia, just driving cars that we just all like. We are in Spa-Francorchamps, we are in LMP2 and it's going to be awesome. Let's just look how Organised Chaos looks like. We are in second place. Let's just see how I can look behind me, like that. We are off. We don't have a very good start compared to that Mazda. This first corner is going to be one hell of a mess, and it is. There's contact everywhere. God, this is really bad. Those two Ferraris are actually making some fierce contact. But that's already far behind us. I really can't follow in this commentary. But we're going to Eau Rouge and it's creepy until already. Oh, stroking a bit, and that guy just completely shut me off. It's not very kind of him, but he seems to be very slow. Let's just say that he'll let me pass. I'm not completely sure though what the target of this guy was. Let's just try to have some clean corners over here to catch up with the rest of the field. There's already an LMP2 completely shut off. It's Raymond's. It's another DDG admin, and it's not usual that he's crashing, but apparently he has been crashing a bit even harder. And there's a Ferrari in the middle of the track. He completely did spin out, but he lost the back end, and now Raymond's is completely on my gearbox, and he seems to be wanting to make the overtake. He actually jumps into my inside. He has been flashing his lights, so I should have known that he needs to be there, but then he's blocked by the Ferrari, and I knew that he wouldn't be able to make that move on the left, so I tried to block him on the right, which has worked pretty well, and I'm now back in position 5 out of 8. Let's see if we can catch up with the top 4 over there. They're not very far away, but the Raymond's is neither. He's actually coming besides me, and I have no idea where he is now. He's very close here, very close. We're into Blanchimont now. It's a very limited corner if we have to brake here or not, but we actually touch a bit. He leaves the track a bit, and that's not bad. Into the braking zone, there's a tight chicane, but Raymond's is following nicely. There's also a lot of battling in front of me. There's that Ferrari. He just completely forgets about braking for that chicane. Onto La Source, we can already see that Raymond's is wanting to make. Oh my gosh, he just appears right in front of me. That was some nice dicing from him. We're now 3 LMP2s back to back onto Eau Rouge. This is a nice view. Oh, and we're getting very close. Can we overtake him? They are not very clean on that turn. Onto the Camel Straight, we've got a lot of slipstream over here. Raymond's and Baker seems vulnerable. You know what word I meant. But they both missed their braking zone actually, so Raymond's cut le combe, so he keeps he stays in front, but I overtook Baker, who didn't manage to recuperate his fault so good. We're still in position 5 because Raymond's overtook us, but we won't let that happen so easily. The three guys in front are actually not driving LMP2s, but slightly more powerful cars. Two Mazda Vision GTs, one Peugeot Vision GT. But they don't seem to be that good of drivers, which I also don't seem to be, as I just missed that corner. But there is battling everywhere, and I really can't follow with the commentary. Meanwhile, Baker has overtook me again, but that won't take long, as I already have a lot of slipstream behind him. Yeah, we're searching for a place where there's actually space to overtake him, but he's pushing Raymond's wide and trying to overtake him, which makes them both slower. We're now 3 together in the chicane, and that's not working. You can already see that wasn't working out too well. But we've decided to keep our positions and just see if we can make cleaner moves down the next turn. Again, Lastour's trying to make a move at the inside of Raymond's. Is he trying to make the undercut? No, he's actually behind me, and he also lost the 4th place to Oliver, which shunted me off in the first lap, and he's actually completely cutting Eau Rouge now, as you can see in the rear view mirror. He must have been drinking way too much coffee this day at work. Now I'm lifting coasting a bit because I'm afraid to hit these cars in front of me. Oh, and I've been pushed by Oliver, which means that both Raymond's and Oliver can overtake me. This Ferrari just appears from nowhere, but by braking a little bit I managed to avoid him. The action in this race is just extreme. And now we're up to La Double Gauche, or Pouhon, as we like to call this double left-hand corner. And we're doing a good job in following the curbs, getting the apexes, and Oliver pushes Raymond's completely wide over there. This is chaos, gentlemen. This is weird to race in. But somehow we managed to get our 3rd position. Oliver and Street King, the dirtier drivers on the track, are now behind us. Let's hope they don't return that quickly. We just overtook Raymond's. You can see the 2 LEDs lighting up on the side of his car, which meant he was in 2nd position, but that's now our position. And we're actually trying to make a move for the lead, but we get pushed in back by Reynolds probably. Did we have the first position? No, that Mazda Vision GT is actually much quicker. The 2 LEDs are already shining again on Reynolds' car, because he actually outdragged me on the start-finish straight. Those 2 Vision GTs appear from nowhere. But let's just assume that they are going to crash again into each other, which has just happened. That is happy days for us. We are now only 7 on the track anymore. I don't know, somehow someone disconnected. We are again 2-3 LMP2s back to back. As Raymond's misses his chicane again, and he pushes Oliver wide now, which is exactly the opposite of what happened in the 3rd lap. Everyone stays very close. I'm now losing a position to Baker. Oh, and there's Raymond's that has lost his back end, and I can't do anything about it but driving straight into him. That would have been a horrible accident if that was real. But it is not, so we just move on with the complete insane chaos. We are about 5 corners from the finish of the race, but we're still in 4th position, so we try everything to make some position good. Here's Baker, which we can already put aside. He's actually losing his position to Reynolds. Reynolds pushing him into the wall. That that clean, but let's just assume that they stay friends and they don't fight each other like in real life, which would be hard since one of them is a Latvian. Anyway, one of the Mazda LMP Vision GTs completely forgot about the chicane, but yeah, he just stayed in front of me, which isn't very fair for me. But we finished here in 3rd position. I think that's about the best we could do actually, because the Mazda Vision GTs were just from another class. Let's just switch to the live timing to see where the others finish. The best lap was by Oliver, surprisingly, and there's my reflection of the television screen again. Which means the race is already finished and the commentary is finished. I've actually managed to talk everything through. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed the battle very much actually. It was chaotic, but it was very close racing, and after all, yeah, the results doesn't really matter, but the chase is better than the catch, you know. Alright, see you guys later, and I hope I'll find some time for a second commentary. See you later.